Hello, I'm Joanne Turner reporting for Total Telecom, and I'm here at the Huawei MBB Forum in Hong Kong this week, and I'm talking to Holly Liu from Kabam Communications. Holly, welcome. So firstly, tell us a little bit about Kabam and what you do.
Sure. So Kabam makes games on the mobile phone. We have some of the highest quality games right in your pocket. Today's mobile phone is the processing speed is just as good as an Xbox One, so we can really bring these great gaming experience to your mobile phone. We have about 800 employees around the world in 6 offices around the world. We have about 4 development centers, or what we like to call studios. Those are the places that make games in San Francisco, Vancouver, Los Angeles, and in Beijing.
Wow, you work with some pretty big names, I believe.
That's right. So currently we're bringing some of the biggest Hollywood IP into your pocket. Right now, our largest game is Marvel Contest of Champions. That game has over 50 million installs, as well as it's been our fastest growing franchise. Within 7 months, it's grossed over $100 million, and that's only in the Western world. So right now we're working very hard to make it culturalized and localized for the Chinese markets. And so right now our Beijing studio is working on that to release that in partnership with Long2.
Okay, so obviously cellular network is pretty important to your business.
That's right. It's incredibly important because all of our games are on the go. So what we look at with Kabam, we don't look at games just passing by time. Our games are actually rather social underneath. We connect millions of players around the world, and all of that requires many things, but we could boil it down to 3 things. Low latency, right? When I'm playing a game and I'm racing somebody, or I throw a punch in our Marvel game, I want to make sure that latency is really low. The second is bandwidth. We love data. We want to make our experiences are incredibly rich, and so to be able to download a game across data, like allow that bandwidth high enough so that we can provide the richest experiences to our players, will be amazing for our players. And finally, constant coverage. I don't like going in the tube or sitting on the train and all of a sudden I can't play my game, and that is incredibly frustrating. So those are definitely 3 ways where I believe that the cellular network is incredibly important.
And obviously a good relationship with operators is important. So where are you in that process of working with operators?
That's right. So I'm glad you've asked that question because it is incredibly important. We're completely reliant on it. However, on the flip side, I really feel like for the kind of content providers such as ourselves and games do 2 things in any type of infrastructure that we see. And the first one is we see that it really pushes network speeds forward. We saw this with the internet. We've even seen it with download size. It was really one of those things that really pushed it forward. The second thing is business opportunities. Games are one of those things that across any platform, it always provides the largest business opportunity, and you'll see that. And so if you could just imagine us coming together on both sides, the operators as well as the content providers, such as ourselves, to be able to bring these experiences to the end user, there's just so many amazing things can happen. We can work together, such as providing, say the operators provided more contextually aware information. For example, we do a lot of push notifications to re-engage users, but we do it on a time-based. But imagine if I could know, the cellular network could let me know, if the phone was on, if it wasn't in airplane mode. Sometimes I get game notifications in airplane mode, and I'm thinking, well, I can't play this. But imagine if we could work tightly together. As well as on the flip side, I was just sitting there thinking about the numbers of how many Marvel fans there are just in the U.S. alone, and I personally would estimate maybe 200 million out of 350 million users. We grew up with this comic. It's amazing IP, and it's not just in the U.S. This is just globally. But imagine if we could, if we can use that leverage and that awareness to really help push maybe more handsets, push more operators, get more people online. It's just amazing because Hollywood's done such an amazing job of taking this IP and doing it very global. I think that there's ways we can work together and really open up the pie, widen the pie a lot more.
Okay, so how have you found the event this week?
I think the event has been really wonderful. One of the things that I think to get to the next level is to allow that conversation. And I feel like the MBB Forum is one of those places that have really opened up. One of the things I've been very impressed by is the types of questions that they want to hear from content providers, from ourselves. And for us, obviously, we believe that the future of entertainment is mobile games. So we have to work together with the mobile providers, with the operators, and this whole entire ecosystem. So I really believe that MBB Forum has provided at least a platform to be able to start those conversations and continue them.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, Holly, for taking the time to talk to us today.
No problem. Thank you very much.